Hey there, Fleshy. Wait, is it offensive to call you that? I heard Will saying it, but now that I think about it, Will is not the best person to be picking up words from. He does have a nickname, though. I mean, we all have nicknames for each other, although, well, Cyclonus doesn't let me give him nickname. Hi, human. Is that weird too? I guess if you said hi Cybertronian to me, I wouldn't think it was offensive, but I guess it'd be kind of weird. Let me start over. Hi. I was in Swerve's, the bar? The canteen. I don't know if we're supposed to call it a bar. I mean, Captain Rodimus doesn't mind, but I don't know if those back home knew. I don't think. Well, I've never met Optimus Prime. I don't think you would. Anyway, I saw you poke your head around the door at Swerve's, but you didn't come in, and then you sort of left, and you seemed, well, not happy. So I thought maybe I'd check in with you. Humans are allowed in. Well, I mean, I guess we've never had a human aboard the ship before. We've never had a Earth liaison officer. But, you're allowed anywhere on the ship. I mean, within reason, of course. Don't go breaking into people's quarters or anything, but I know you can't exactly drink Energon. You can't, right? Will was telling me I should offer you some, but yeah, no. But, you need food and, water, right? So, since you came here, Swift's been trying to make sure that he can stock things that you can ingest. Gotta keep you alive, I just, I just thought maybe if you thought that you weren't welcome, I wanted to reassure you that you are. I mean, some of the others might look at you a little strange, but I think a lot of us have been there, I mean, I imagine it's a lot different for you, but I don't want you to feel like you can't, have fun here, or talk to us. I hope I've made a good impression as someone who, you could hang out with if you wanted. Not, you don't have to. I know I can be, well, I think at first, got told I was kind of annoying. I mean, they're used to me now. And, that's just, Cyclonus's way of showing feelings for someone is that he just sort of, doesn't. I don't know if it's from him thinking that they make him weak or he's just worried about letting anyone care about him, but we've worked through it. And I bet that you can work through this. So, if you wanted to try coming back in, you could always sit with me. Well, why don't you know? If you want to talk about it, I mean, is there anything in particular you're afraid of? Not fitting in. Yeah, I get that. Well, yeah, I'm a Cybertronian, but You weren't here when I first joined the ship. I guess I could tell you about it if it might make you feel better. I don't want you to think I'm making this all about me. It's just that's the way my mind helps understand things and try and comfort people. I do like trying to comfort people. Sometimes I think people think that me trying to relate to them is selfish. That's not what I want to do. Yeah? Can I sit down there with you? I'm one of the smaller ones on the ship, but I guess still not as small as you. No offense, I mean, it's kind of nice to be taller than someone else for once. You can sit up here if you want, on my legs. Or I could hold you in my servos. These. Oh, I could hold you in my hands. I promise I won't drop you. Well, I sorta lied when I joined the ship, which I would not recommend you do. Maybe there's something to learn from my story, I guess. I just wanted to be accepted and liked so badly. Try to make myself seem more important than I was. I don't want to get into every little detail. I don't want to ramble at you, and I don't want to linger on it, but I was a waste disposal bot. I'm sure you can guess what that kind of entails. Not a very prestigious job, no. And there was an incident, and I ended up trapped and injured and unable to move. And you know, the first few cycles I thought maybe there's some kind of blockage, you know, they can't get to me. It's just gonna take a bit of time. And then eventually I realized either nobody cared enough that I was missing to go looking for me, or no one had even noticed I was gone. And then the lost light found me. And I was so desperate to not be forgotten about again or left behind again that I lied and made out like I was some sort of important hero. I wasn't. I wouldn't recommend doing that. The guilt of it eating away at me. The stress of having to keep up with the lie and remember what I told people. And they'll find out eventually. They did with me. But I'm lucky. They're really nice here. We moved on from it. They forgave me. And I learned how to be myself. That who I was, what job I had, what I'd done with my life. I could start afresh. And that stuff didn't define me or make me less worthy of a place on this ship or less worthy of having friends. I wish I had realized that to start with. It happened so long ago now, but I still do feel guilty about it at times, you know? But they accept me for me and all of my awkwardness and excitableness. You probably already see me running around, unable to stop talking or rambling, or I suppose being a bit what would you call it? Childish at times. I guess I'm a kind of cheerful person. I think everyone should feel cheerful, you know? Not that I can't take things seriously, but I guess I've been told I was too soft before, you know? But I've learned that being soft isn't inherently a weakness. What? No, you laughed. I heard it. I might be old, but my receptors are working just fine. Yeah, sort of older than a lot of the bots here. Well, when I was left for all those cycles, years, you would say. A lot of time passed. I was in there for a long time. I don't feel as old as a lot of the people here, considering that I guess the time that I've spent actually being online conscious and with people has probably maybe been less than some of them. You changed the subject. You were giggling at me, which is good. I made you giggle. How did I do that? Saying I was soft. Oh, I guess that's a bit of a ironic because I'm made of metal. You think my head looks like a... What's a marshmallow? Oh, it's food. You saying I look edible? Is that like... Are you saying I look edible? Sorry. So what kind of food? Oh, like sweet? I guess that's kind of cute. If you think I'm sweet. It's kind of soft and... Huh. Sounds kind of like a cloud. Wait. Did you just give me a nickname? Did we find me a nickname? Or you can call me that. I mean, if you want. I think that means we're becoming friends. I've got to think of one for you now. I don't really know much about humans, though. I'll have to work on it. Maybe I'll have to do some research. Or you could teach me stuff. And then I could think of one with your inspiration. The point of all that, anyway, was just to... I don't know if that was reassuring at all to tell you sad things that's happened to me, but I, don't do what I did. Learn from my mistakes. You don't have to pretend that you're someone you're not in order to be accepted. And if you do, if those people wouldn't accept the real you, they're probably not worth your time or effort. You deserve people who like you as you are, for the real you. I'm certainly getting to enjoy the real you. I'm sure the others would too. And there's so many of us on the ship, it's understandable if you don't get along with everyone here. I'm not close with everyone here. But I think you'll be able to make friends here. You just gotta try and be brave and let people get to know you. I know that's scary. I mean, I was so scared I didn't do it. But then they found out eventually, and then I had to be honest, and I know just saying it worked out for me doesn't mean it'll work out for everyone, but like I said, if it doesn't work out, then it's not your fault. As long as you're not it's like a human insult. Or like if someone's like really mean. An asshole. Okay, well then yeah, as long as you're not an asshole. If people have a problem with you when you're just trying to be nice and you're not, you know, an asshole or mean or like bigoted, then like maybe they're not worth your time and you should probably just find people who will accept you or have like similar interests with you. And I know it might seem like because none of us are from Earth that we might not have anything in common, but I reckon people from any planets could have things in common. I mean, both of our species have music. I've watched movies before, and things and hobbies like people and Cybertronians like making art or telling jokes, consuming whatever constitutes as food for us, just hanging out, sightseeing, you know. And I know some Cybertronians don't agree with that notion. I know one person on the ship is struggling to get over that notion. But well, I guess you could prove him wrong. Not that you have to. You do not have to talk to him or try and bond with him or prove that you have things in common. You can just stick with me if you'd like. And I know it might seem scary because I always hang out with Cyclonus. We started as roomies and now we're, well, I don't know human terms for things. And I understand you have more than one language on Earth, so I don't know how you would say, a couple, means Cyclonus. If that's the human term for it. But I know he can seem kind of intimidating because he just kind of stands there and broods and doesn't really talk. But that doesn't mean that he's judging you. Okay, well, it doesn't mean that he's judging you in like a bad way. Like, it doesn't mean that he hates you. And, if you're the kind of person that likes sitting in, like, quiet and just getting on with your work, you might get along with Cyclonus. If the two of you just, like, sit in the same room and don't talk to each other, I'd find that really awkward, but he really likes it. I'm just very bad at sitting and not talking or fidgeting. But if you're the kind of person that can do that, that likes, like, quiet time, you know? Um, and well, oh well. Maybe sit with us without Whirl. Maybe I'll tell him to sit somewhere else. No, he's not. Well, he's not gonna hurt you. He just might ask questions that might kind of seem invasive or insensitive, and he might threaten to. Well, maybe not threat. He likes weapons and fighting, a lot, but I mean, don't let him hear me say this because he'll either pick on me or get angry. But I think he's grown a lot, and he needs to give himself credit for that. But just know that deep down he's not actually going to harm you, but he might talk about how easily he could harm you, given that you are, made of flesh and all of that. But if you like guns, or like, I don't know what human weapons there are, I guess that's a talking point with him. Oh, well, I guess I didn't expect to be friends with him either. Sure, Cyclonus certainly didn't. I mean, they wanted to kill each other for a long time. But, yeah, I guess sometimes you make friends in unexpected places. Don't tell them that I said that they were friends. But we've all been through a lot together. I wouldn't be here if not for him. Things happened, but we're all fine now. And I don't know, I believe in giving people second chances. And if you ever want to get introduced to anyone else, I mean, I know you had the initiation and everything when you first came on the ship, but I mean, if there's anyone you're curious about, I could try to fill you in, and I could bring you over and, like, introduce you if you wanted. Well, you can think about it. There's no rush. I mean, they assigned you here for a while. I mean, I'm assuming that's a while in terms of human time. It's not really for us. It's probably, you know. Maybe by the time you leave, we'll have wished we had more time with you, But we'll make the most of the time we have with you. I hope in that time you can enjoy being with us. You must be getting homesick. Poor thing. But maybe you can come to think of this ship as a home away from home. Well, maybe with little steps. Especially since your peds are really, really small. Well, your feet are I mean, they might be large by human standards. Anyway, would you, like to try going back in? you can come sit at our table, by which I mean probably on the table. If you sit on the seat, you won't be able to see over the table. Yeah, we'll have to see about getting you like your own chair, and then I guess we could put that on the table, or like a giant block, or no, something more comfortable. Like a giant pillow. You could sit on that, and then be able to see over the table. I could get you a drink. I don't think Swerve has anything that is potent to humans, but there's definitely water now, and I don't know if he has anything else. It's kind of hard to get different human beverages out here, but like water's pretty easy to find on a lot of different planets, and it's, you know, they made sure that he was like making sure it was safe for humans to drink, so it should be completely, it is completely fine. So I could get you a water. Do you want a straw in it? Yeah, they have. Well, I always ask for a curly straw. You want to match with me? Okay. I'll get you a water with a curly straw after I drop you off at our table. I mean, not literally. I mean, unless you want me, I could lift you up there. That would probably be easier than you trying to climb. Or you could come with me to the bar if you don't want to be left alone with Cyclonus and Whirl. Yeah? Okay. You could sit up on, if you can, like, I could try and lift you onto my, shoulder. Yeah, if you can kind of get if you can get your foot in my, yeah, off my chasers. Yeah? Do you feel, stable? You can grab onto the plating. It's fine, you won't hurt me. Okay. Have you met Swerve yet? I mean, have you actually gotten the chance to, like, talk to him? Because if you just want to meet more, like, chill, friendly bots, like, absolutely Swerve is, like, a good go-to. Yeah, and he really likes, like, human media and stuff, story stuff, like, so you could probably bond over that. You could probably even recommend him things. He'd be probably really happy if you do that. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if you're, like, big into, like, fictional stuff, but, like, if you are, is there anything else I should tell you? I don't know if there's anything else I should need to tell you right now. I'm not walking too fast, right? Cool. Well, yeah, I guess we're not. Thank you all so much for watching, my lovelies. A reminder that custom audio and art commissions are currently open. Make sure you read my rules and message me to discuss your idea before ordering a commission. Links are in the description as always. I also have a Patreon. If everyone who subscribed to me here gave just £1 a month over there, that would help me out a lot, allow me to move out and keep making audios. Rewards of being a patron of mine include access to my Discord, ad-free streaming and downloads of my audios, the ability to leave audio requests, and 2 exclusive spicy audios a month depending on the tier. I also stream on Twitch most Mondays, Wednesdays, and sometimes other days of the week, and I have an Etsy shop called Empty Masks where I sell fan art and original art. My Etsy shop also has stickers and other merch of my original audio characters under the The Vampire Prince section of my shop. Thank you so much to my new patrons. My new fledglings, Karate SVT, Kathleen, Cult Drafts, Liam, Harity, Jack, Luke Cleveland, Harley Brain, Luna Demia, Ghost Orion, Panda Sushi 46, Quinn, Crystal Rose, Mid Romiel, Peach Sweetheart 56, Gender is Useless, Sid, Simba Sweet, Jay, Nikolai, Madison Waite, Victor Agreste, Barnow, Grumpy Beetle, Jaybird, R, Fox, Vague Characteristic, Suzuki Luna, Ollie, Fifi, Coy, D, Asterix, Lisa Peasy, Enna When Aware, Marina Diaz, Anxious Mess Always, Emily, Twilight, Flynn, Baby, Moscowlem, Kinga Noak, Angie, Distracted Demon, Sickly Submarine, Phoenix, Delicate Disaster, Grace, Anonymous Bean, Victor Eric Fade, Ex Felix, Heather Valaday, Blue Roses, Luca Warmanhaven, Molotov Cookies, Day, Finn, Mars, Patricia Abraham, Arvin Joke, Finn, Audrey Giglets, Gremlin, Laura, Walking Toaster, London Barnes, Tilda, Mart Kristen Heldel, Lisha 07 and Abigail Dawes. And my new familiars, Ezzy, F. Stevenson, and Al Braun.